You just gotta sneak it in. It's like subliminal programming. You're like,
I know.
yeah, I have a feeling that by the end of the year, Tesla's gonna be a lot closer to like 270.
We're recording now, Danny. We can
Damn it.
pause with the Tesla ranting,
I
okay?
love Tesla.
So before we get going with this video, we just want to say thanks to all the people who have subscribed to our Discord. The community is growing. Also making some money, right, Danny? You're
Yeah,
making some
I
people
feel
some
like
money.
everyone's made a good amount of money on them. I mean, probably 95% of the trades that have been mentioned in there. So
Exactly. Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
definitely a good avenue
So
to
it's
get some
solid.
good info. Yep.
Yeah. On finviz, I put together a screener called Gap Up, and it's nothing too crazy. I'll go ahead and share the screen now. Danny, would you make any changes to this?
The average volume you could probably lower, just because it's gonna thin it out more. I would just go over
So,
like 300,000. That's plenty, especially if you're talking about a $10, $20 stock. See,
okay.
and that helps there. There you go. You just, I mean, almost tripled the field. So
Okay.
that's pretty good. I would keep it around there, and that's it. Just to get more
Okay, and
competitive.
then we'll talk about this screener later, but on my volume up screener, I have the SMA above the 20, 50, and 200. Would you do anything like that for this as well, or no?
Oh, yes, because you don't want to just buy something because it went up 5%. If it's been horrendously underperforming, it's less likely to continue that near-term momentum. So
Okay,
the
back
the
down to
notion,
four now.
yeah.
Yeah,
So the notion of buying up gaps and volume bursts is that it should feed on itself and more people will want to get in. It's a trend following
okay.
trade basically.
Anything in there even worth poking around at?
Hover over the ticker symbols themselves. It kind of shows you a little chart. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
recent IPO then.
yeah. So recent IPO.
They just announced a huge buyback. I just checked now. It's a $350 million buyback. That's the move there. That's why it's jumping. And then, all right. And then it's shell companies.
DMYT,
Yeah, that's just one of those reverse
shell companies. I see
yeah,
those pop up quite often. Is it
constantly.
worth getting involved in shell companies?
You got to get in early. The problem with it is they don't have anything. It's just the hopes of them having a reverse merger to have a company go public, basically. Hilltop is actually interesting. The valuation is very compelling. Price targets above current price still, even after the huge gap today. I was looking at the options for it. I would consider selling options. They're just not very liquid. It's just
All
70.
right. And there you go. We got HTH. That's a potential trade for the day. That's our screener for gap up. And let's talk about volume up.
Yeah. You want to see a lot of money being put to work in that stock. With several tickers that are common in the Discord, like SRNE, for instance, has had a few days trading over 100 million shares. That's a lot of money pouring into that stock on that particular day. So it's very unlikely to just give back all those gains when a bunch of new money
Yeah.
just came into there.
Okay. So this is my volume up screener. I got, again, 300 million above the 20, 50, and the 200 SMA. Price under 30. Average volume, should I do less now?
Yeah, I would lower it to
Over
300,000. You're just going to get more
300,000?
candidates. Yeah. Oh, you got one
Okay.
more.
Relative volume is a different one. Ratio between current volume and 3-month average intraday adjusted. I have it over 3. Is that a good? Because that seems to be the point where it's going to start being above the average volume.
Yep.
Okay, so I have
You
over
want
3
that
there.
figure to be kind of high just to show that there is a
Yeah.
burst of activity, basically.
Okay, so we got HTH on the list there again. Anything else popping out at you here?
The Container Store has gone on a huge run, and I really don't think it's sustainable. So I'm not a big fan of that one. Look at that run up though, 4 to 7. I
Yeah.
mean, they just sell Tupperware basically. I don't get it. I mean, maybe people are
Yeah.
saying, oh, but I don't think it's sustainable long term. That
Right.
stuff lasts. They're not going to be just
Yeah.
buying Tupperware perpetually forever.
So anything else popping up at you here?
What's that? Oh, they're all shell companies. Yeah, you just don't want to be late to a shell company. The big
Yeah,
caveat.
look. Speaking about late to a shell company, SPE shot up, and now it's already on a big
Exactly. That's
downturn
the
there.
problem with it. So
Yeah.
a shell company literally, and they have that in their description. If you click on any of those and scroll to the bottom, it'll say they have no significant operations, they have no revenue, they have no business, they only solely exist to try and reverse merger.
Yeah.
See, do not have significant operations. The first line. So
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense to pay. 3 days ago people were paying 40% more than 3 days prior to that. It's
Yeah.
just it's a recipe for disaster. So I mean, some poor people paid over 14 and they're already down a substantial portion of their investment.
So basically, in our Discord, like we said, we have this channel. We'll post stocks. Usually, I'll post them, and Danny will kind of add the color into it. So come join our Discord, and we'll see you in the next video. See you, Danny.
All right, man.
See you.
I like this guy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the whole like and subscribe thing. Yeah.